Exercise 1.3, first question. Write the following in decimal form and say what kind of decimal expansion each has. First part, 36 by 100. This is easy. 36 by 100 is 0.36. Since the remainder will come out to be 0, the decimal expansion would be, what kind of decimal expansion this one would be? Terminating. Because the remainder came out to be 0. Next, 1 by 11. 1 by 11 के लिए we'll have to divide. उसके लिए हमें divide करना पड़ेगा. Let's divide. 1 divided by 11. 0 point. Again 0. 11 9s is 99. The remainder would be 1. Right? 100 minus 99, the remainder would be 1. Then again you are going to put 0. One more 0 would be required. This is 100, and so we can see repetition in this one. Right? So the decimal expansion for this one would be 0.0909 dots, because the remainder is not coming out to be 0. We learned that expansion like this can also be written as 0.09 bar, right? Because repeat हो रहा है, तो we can write it as 0.09 with a bar. क्योंकि 09 is repeat हो रहा है, तो हम 09 पर ही bar use करेंगे, लगाएंगे. Because remainder is not coming out to be 0, the decimal expansion would be non-terminating. Because it is non-terminating, तो और क्या हो रहा है इसमें? एक्सपेंशन कैसी है? रिपीटिंग है, राइट? तो इट इज़ नॉन टर्मिनेटिंग रेकरिंग. आई होप इतना तक समझ आ रहा है सबको. इफ़ नॉट, यू कैन राइट इन द कमेंट सेक्शन. एंड फॉर ऑल द अपडेट्स, डू नॉट फॉरगेट टू सब्सक्राइब द चैनल. नेक्स्ट, थर्ड पार्ट. 4 1 by 8. Now after solving this, what do I get? 33 by 8, right? $33 by 8. Let's solve this. Solve करते हैं इससे पहले. 33 divided by 8. 8 4s is 32. Right? 1. You get 1 as the remainder. Then because there is not, we do not have anything, we are going to put a decimal here and here as well. 0 goes down. 8 1s is 8. The remainder would be 2. Then again we need another 0. This is 20. 8 2s is 16. The remainder would be 4. One more 0. This would be 40. 8 5s is 40, and the remainder came out to be what? 0. So an expansion like this is, because the remainder came out to be 0, the expansion would be terminating. Because this is equal to 4.125. Let's come to the fourth part. What do I have? What do we have? 3 by 13. Let's solve this again. Let's divide. 3 by 13. Alright. 0.13 2s is 26. The remainder would be 4. Add another 0. 40. We have 40. 13 3s is 39. The remainder would be 1. 1 doesn't come. We are adding another 0 here. We'll add 0 to the dividend. We'll add 0 to the divisor because 10 doesn't come in the table of 13. We'll need another 0 which will be brought here. 13 7 is 91. The remainder would be 9. We're adding another 0 because हमें कोई repetition नहीं दिख रही है और remainder भी 0 नहीं आ रहा. That is why we will keep on dividing till the time we don't see any repetition or the remainder comes out to be 0. We have 90 then. 13 6 is 78. The remainder would be 12. Right, then I'm adding another 0. When added here, 13 9 is 117. The remainder came out to be what? 3, which was the quotient, which was the dividend that we started with, 3. So the calculation after this repeats itself, है ना? रिपीट करेगी ना इसके बाद. यही तो डिविडेंड था जिससे हमने स्टार्ट किया था, 3, राइट. इफ यू वांट वी कैन गो टू 1 or 2 decimal places. 13 add another 0. 13 2s would be 26. The remainder goes for 4. Adding another 0, I have 13 3s is 39. The remainder came out to be 1 and it goes on. So the decimal expansion for 3 by 13 would be 0.230769. 23 is again repeating itself, so we are putting a bar here. ठीक है, हम बार पुट कर रहे हैं क्योंकि इसके बाद रिपीट होना शुरू हो रहा है. So the decimal expansion of 3 by 13 would be non-terminating because the remainder did not come out to be 0. Remainder 0 नहीं आ रहा है and the decimal expansion started to repeat itself, so non-terminating and recurring. Next part, fifth. What do we have for fifth? 2 by 11. 2 by 11. Let's erase this one. 2 by 11 when divided. 2 divided by 11, let's put 0 point. This becomes 20. 11 1 is 11. The remainder would be 9. Add another 0. This becomes 90. We have 11 8 as 88. The remainder would be 2. इसी डिविडेंड से हमने स्टार्ट किया था 2 से ही, राइट. Add another 0. You are going to see 11 1s again is 11. The remainder would be 9. Adding another 0, we have 90 here. So 8 11 8 is 88. The remainder again would be 2. Right. So what is the decimal expansion for 2 by 11? Decimal expansion for 2 by 11 is 0.1818. हम डॉट्स लगाएंगे बिकॉज रिमाइंडर 0 नहीं आ रहा है. और हम इसको कैसे लिख सकते हैं? 0.18 with a bar. Okay. So this decimal expansion again is non-terminating because the remainder is not coming out to be 0, and because the expansion started to repeat itself, it is non-terminating and reoccurring. I hope it is clear to everybody. Coming to the sixth part, we have, what do we have for sixth part? For sixth part, we have 329 by 400. 329 by 400. Let's erase this one. Let's divide 329 by 4. Okay. हम 400 से नहीं कर रहे हैं because we'll shift the decimal to 2 places in the left 100 से divide करने के लिए. Okay. 4 8s is 32. The remainder would be 0. Then we'll bring 9. 4 2s is 8. Remainder would be 1. Let's put a decimal then. When I bring 0 down, this becomes 10. 4 2s again is 8. The remainder would be 2. Add another 0. We are going to get 20. 4 5s is 20. The remainder would come out to be 0. Okay. What do I get? 82.25. Because we divided it by 4, we have 100 here. And now I'm going to remove 100. What am I going to do? I'm going to shift my decimal to 2 decimal places towards the left. Now I have to shift 1 and the second one. So my answer would be 0.8225. Because the remainder came out to be 0, so decimal expansion is terminating in nature. कैसी decimal expansion है ये? Terminating. Coming to the next one. Second, we have, you know that 1 by 7 is equal to 0.142857 with a bar. Can you predict what the decimal expansion of 2 by 7, 3 by 7, 4 by 7, 5 by 7 and 6 by 7 are without actually doing the long division? If so, how? It says that the decimal expansion of 1 by 7 is given to us. Now we have to predict, without dividing, we have to predict for 2 by 7, 3 by 7, 4 by 7, 5 by 7 and 6 by 7 कि इनकी decimal expansion क्या होगी, only by observing the remainders of 1 by 7. So to do that, we need to divide 1 by 7 first. So let's divide. Let's divide 1 by 7. This is 0.710 is 7. What do I get? 3 as remainder. Then another 0, 30. This becomes 30. 7 4 is 28. The remainder would be 2. Right? Add another 0. We get 20. 7 2s are 14. The remainder would be 6. Adding another 0. This becomes 60. Right? 7 8s is 56. The remainder would come out to be 4. Add another 0. This becomes 40. 7 5s is 35. The remainder would be 5. Add another 0. What do I get? 50. 7 7s is 49. The remainder again would be 1. Right? So after this is going to start to repeat itself. Right? Now, what were the remainders here? What were the remainders that I get? The first one was 3, then I got 2, then we got 6, 4, 5, and then 1 again. Right? So if I have to work with 2 by 7, that means I'll put 2 in the dividend and 7 as the divisor, right? So basically my division would start from this point. Right, so my decimal expansion for 2 by 7 can be assumed as, my decimal expansion for 2 by 7 would start from 2, right? This would be 0.2857 and then 1 4 with a bar, क्योंकि इसके बाद 1 4 आ रहा है, राइट? इसकी मतलब जब आप इसको मूव फॉरवर्ड करोगे यहाँ से तो 1 4 आएगा, यही वाला आएगा ना दोबारा से. तो 2 2 8 5 7 1 4. So this would be the decimal expansion for 2 by 7. Coming to 3 by 7, 3 comes as a remainder here. 3 as a remainder इधर आता है. तो 3 remainder जब आया था तो what was the next number that I added in the quotient? उसके बाद हमने क्या ऐड किया था? 7 4s is 28. वही ऐड किया था ना 4. So decimal expansion for 3 by 7 would be 0.4285 5, 7, then 1 with a bar. Next we have 4 by 7. What do I have next? 4 by 7. 4 comes as a remainder here. What have I added in the quotient after the remainder came out to be 4? We added this 5, right? So it is going to start from here, from 5. So the decimal expansion would be 5, 7, 1, 4, 2, 8 with a bar. Okay, next for 5 by 7. For 5 by 7, 5 came out as a remainder here, right? 5 remainder यहाँ पर आया है. उसके बाद what did I add in the quotient? We added 7 in the quotient, right? So the decimal expansion would start from 7. This becomes 7, 1, 4, 2, 8, 5 with a bar again. Then we have 6 by 7. 6 came out as a remainder here at this point. What did we add? After 6 came out as a remainder, we added 8. So this becomes 0.85714 with a bar. I hope it is clear till here. So we found decimal expansions for 2 by 7, 3 by 7, 4 by 7, 5 by 7 and 6 by 7 without actually dividing. Moving to the next question. Question number 3. Express the following in the P by Q form where P and Q are integers and Q is not equal to 0. Now we have to write these numbers in P by Q form. We are given the decimal expansions and we have to write those in P by Q form. So the first one we have here is 0.6 with a bar. That means it is 0.666 with dots because it is going on, right? So how are you going to start this? Let x be equal to the number that you are given, 0.666 or 0.6 bar. Alright, because the number that is repeating is 6. क्योंकि सिर्फ 6 repeat हो रहा है, it is one number that is repeating, so we are going to multiply this number by 10. Now we'll multiply both sides by 10. So what are we writing? Multiplying 10 both sides. We are going to multiply 10 both sides. So this becomes 10x is equal to 6.666 and dots, right? This can also be written as 6 plus 0.666, है ना? ऐसे भी लिख सकते हैं. Or I can write this as 6 plus x. This was x, right? ये x था, यही तो x assume किया था हमने यहाँ पर, right? So continuing with this, we get 10x minus x is equal to 6, 4x is equal to 6, 9x is equal to 6. So we'll take 9 here to the right hand side. What do I get? 6 by 9. It can also be written as 2 by 3. है ना? लिख सकते हैं because 6 and 9 come in the table of 3. So the rational number for 0.6 bar would be 2 by 3. अगर आप 2 by 3 को solve करोगे, the decimal expansion which you will get is 0.6 bar. Now coming to the next part, we have what do we have for the next part? We have 0.47 with a bar. Bar is only on 7. That means this decimal expansion is 0.4777 with dots. I mean, it is going on. What are we going to do? We are going to again let x be equal to 0.477. Okay, because there are two numbers after the decimal point, right? What are we going to do? We are going to multiply both sides by 100. किससे multiply करेंगे हम? By multiplying both sides by 100. What will I get? I'll get 100x equal to 47.777, because 7 is the only one that is repeating itself. 4 repeat नहीं हो रहा, right? तो क्या होगा? 100x would be equal to 47.777. नाउ अगर हम पहले वाला ही प्रोसीजर फॉलो करें, आई शुड बी एबल टू राइट दिस एज 047 प्लस 0.777. ये हो सकता है, राइट? बट जैसे हमने पहले वाले में किया था टू राइट दिस एज x, उसमें ये x था, क्या इसमें ये x की वैल्यू है? नहीं, बिकॉज वी हैव 4 ईयर. 4 होना चाहिए ना यहाँ पर 4 होना चाहिए, बट हमारे पास 4 यहाँ नहीं है. व्हाट डज इट मीन? कि हम वो लास्ट पार्ट वाली अप्रोच फॉलो नहीं कर सकते हैं. दैट मीन्स वी नीड अ डिफरेंट वे टू डू दिस. कैसे करेंगे इसे हम? What are we going to do? We are going to subtract x from both sides. Now we are subtracting x from both sides. जब हम both sides से x subtract करेंगे, what will I get? I'll get 100x minus x and 47.77 with dots minus, what was my x here? 0.477 with dots, right? So this would be 99x. And what would this become? ये क्या बन जाएगा? Let's subtract 47.77 with dots. Then I have 0.477 with dots. अब this all will become 0. 7 minus 4 is 3. 47 minus 0 would be 47. So this becomes, what would be my answer? 47.3. And value of x would be 473 by 990. ये डेसिमल जब यहाँ पे जो था, अगर वो हम रिमूव करेंगे तो हम 0 ऐड कर सकते हैं नीचे. सो x would be equal to 473 by 990, which would be the rational number for 0.47 bar, with bar only being on 7. Okay. Moving to the third part, we have, what do we have as third part? 0.01 bar. Third part we have here is x, I'm sorry for this, 0.001 bar. Again, bar सारे डिजिट्स पर है आफ्टर द डेसिमल पॉइंट. सो दिस वुड बी केस 1. हम इसे केस 1 की तरह सॉल्व कर सकते हैं. लेट x बी इक्वल टू 0.001 bar. Okay, because we have 3 digits after the decimal point, we are going to multiply it by what? 1000. So multiplying both sides by 1000. किससे मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे हम? बाय 1000. सो इट विल बिकम 1000x इक्वल टू 001.001 डॉट. राइट. अब आप 001 स्टार्टिंग में लिखो या नहीं लिखो, वन एंड द सेम थिंग, राइट. इसको अब हम कैसे लिख सकते हैं? 1 plus 0.001 and so on, right? What would this become? 1 plus x, this was my x, This was x, right? यही था x. It will become 1000x minus x. X would come this side, would be equal to 1. This is 999x equal to 1. So the value of x would be 1 upon 999. With this, we are through with this question. We'll be doing more such questions in the videos for Ardish Sharma. Do not forget to look into those. There would be more examples like these. Now, next question. Express 0.9999 in the form of P by Q. Are you surprised by our answer? With your teacher and classmates, discuss why the answer makes sense. Okay, so let's solve this first. What would be x? X in this case would be 0.9 bar, or I can write it as 0.999. There is only one digit, so I have to multiply it by 10. Multiplying by 10 both sides, I get 9.999 with dots, which is equal to 9 plus 0.999 with dots again. This is equal to what? 9 plus x. This was my x. यही तो x था, right? My answer would be 10x minus x equal to 9. 10x minus x is 9x equal to 9. What does it mean? That x is equal to 1. Now this is saying that x is equal to 1. But what do I have here is x is 0.9999. है ना? So why is it so? This happened because if I work on a number line, अगर हम एक number line को देखें तो 0 and 1, अगर 0.9 इधर है, अगर हम इसे इधर लोकेट करें तो 0.99999 के साथ वी आर मूविंग क्लोज टू 1. सो जितना हम आगे 9 स्प्रेड करेंगे, जितना हम 9 आगे पुट इन करेंगे, उतना वील कम क्लोज टू 1, which is why the answer came out to be 1. For question number 5, we have what can be the maximum number of digits be in the repeating block of digits in the decimal expansion of 1 by 17. Now we have to find what would be the maximum number of digits in the repeating block. मतलब जो numbers repeat करेंगे 1 by 17 के लिए, how many digits would be there who would repeat themselves in the decimal expansion of 1 by 17. So to find it, we have to actually perform division. Alright, let's get started. 1 by 17 है, one here, 1 doesn't come, let's put a decimal here. This becomes 10, 0, because 10 doesn't come in the table of 17. We add another 0, we have 17, 5s are is 85. The remainder would be 15. Add another 0, I get 17, 8s are is 136. The remainder would be 14. Add another 0, 17, 8s are again is 136. The remainder would be 4. Add another 0. This becomes 40. 17 2s are is 34. The remainder would be 6, which would become 60. 17 3s are is 51. The remainder would be 9, which becomes 90. 17 5s are again is 85. The remainder would be 5, which becomes 50. 17 2s are again is 34. The remainder would be 16, which becomes 160. 17 9s are is 153. The remainder would become 7. which becomes 70. 17 fours are is 68. Subtracting it, I get 20. 2, which becomes 20. Then I have 17 ones are is 17. Subtracting it, I get 30. Again, seventeen ones are is 17. Subtracting it, I'll get, what will we get? We'll get 13, which becomes 130. 17 sevens are is 119. The remainder would be 11, which becomes 110. Moving on, 17 sixes are is 102. The remainder would be 80. 17 fours are again is 68. Subtracting it, I'll get 12, which becomes 120. Again, 17 sevens are is 119. The remainder that came out would be 120 minus 119, which is 1. 1 was the number from which we started, right? That means after this it would repeat itself. That means, what this means is 1 by 17 is equal to 0.0588 235 294 117647 with a bar. Alright, so the decimal expansion of 1 by 17 would be this. And how many digits would be there in the repeating block? How many digits are there in the repeating block? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. How many digits do we have? 16. So there are 16 digits in the repeating block of decimal expansion of 1 by 17. Let's write this. There are 16 digits in the repeating block of decimal expansion of 1 by 17. I hope this is clear to everyone. Moving on to the next question. In question number 6, we have, look at several examples of rational numbers in the form p by q, where p and q are integers with no common factors other than 1 and having terminating decimal expansion. Can you guess what property q must satisfy? This we have done already. For a rational number to be टर्मिनेटिंग होने के लिए क्या प्रॉपर्टी होनी चाहिए क्यू की? अगर कोई रैशनल नंबर है p बाई क्यू तो उस क्यू की क्या प्रॉपर्टी होनी चाहिए? डिनोमिनेटर की क्या प्रॉपर्टी होनी चाहिए? दैट इट शुड बी इन द मैनर 2n और 5 raised to the power m, that is q has to be in power of q can be denoted as 2 raised to the power n or 5 raised to the power m or 2 raised to the power n and 5 raised to the power m. That is, if we are going to look into some examples, Let's look into a few examples. For example, 2 square of 2. What is square of 2? 4. That means if you have 4 as denominator in a rational number, for example 1 by 4, the rational number would be terminating. The decimal expansion is this for 1 by 4. Similarly, if you have 5 cube, which is 125, 1 upon 125 would be 0.008. Now for the third case, if you have 10, which is 2 multiplied by 5, 2 raised to the power 1 and 5 raised to the power 1. If I write 2 upon 10, what is the decimal expansion for 2 by 10? It is 0.2, which again is terminating. So for a rational number, p by q, the property q must satisfy is that q should be either a power of 2, a power of 5, or a power of both. So this should be the property that q must satisfy. In the next one, we have to write 3 numbers whose decimal expansion are non-terminating and non-recurring. Non-terminating, okay, but non-recurring. That means what kind of numbers I have to find? Irrational numbers. क्योंकि irrational number की decimal expansion ही non-terminating और non-recurring होती है, right? So I have to give examples. Write any 3 numbers whose decimal expansions are non-terminating and non-recurring. Let's write a few examples. 0.01011, 0, 111, 00, 111, and with dots. There is no pattern of repetition. Is there a pattern of repetition? 0 1, then you have 0 11, 0 111, 00 111. So there is no pattern, right? And we have put dots. That only means that it is non-terminating or reoccur भी नहीं कर रहा है. So this is a non-terminating, non-recurring decimal expansion, which is in other words a irrational number. Next we can write. You can write any number like this. There can be a lot of numbers that can be written like this. Let's write another one. 57.6776788 and so on. There's no repetition again. Then you can write 100.87877 8678 180 with dots. There can be a lot of examples. You can give examples from your side as well. Let's move to the next question. In the next question, we have to write 3 different irrational numbers between rational numbers 5 by 7 and 9 by 11. Now to find irrational numbers between these 2 rational numbers, what do we have to do? First, let's find out the decimal expansion of these numbers. 5 by 7 is equal to 0.71428. This we have done earlier also, right? 5 with a bar. Then we have to find for 9. We have to find for 9 by 11, which is 0.8181, or you can write it as 0.81 with a bar. Is that okay? Now we have to write 3 different irrational numbers between these. Let's start. 0.72735 7355 488 and so on. It is a irrational number. You can give another example as 0.755 7555 855 with dots again. Then we can give another example, 0.80, 800, 8000, again with dots we have. So now we have 3 irrational numbers lying between 5 by 7 and 9 by 11. I hope it is clear. If not, you can write in the comment section. We'll be doing more questions, more of these questions that are there in RD Sharma. Keep watching. Do not forget to subscribe for all the updated videos. Moving on to the next one. We have to classify the following numbers as rational or irrational, which is very simple. Let's do this. Root 23. Is 23 a square number? 23 का किसी का square होता है? Let's see. We have 3 square is 9, 4 square as 16, then we have 5 square as 25. So 23 is not a square of any number, and it is given with a root. That only means that it is an irrational number. This is irrational. Let's move. Root 225, under root of 225. If you know, which I suppose you do because you need to know the square numbers, root 225 is a square number and it is a square of 15. So under root of 225 would be 15, which is a rational number. So this is a rational number. Moving on, we have 0.396. There are no dots, there is no bar. That means this number terminates, and a terminating number is what? Rational number. Next we have 7.478478 with dots. So this can be written as 0.478 with a bar. What kind of a decimal expansion is this? Because there are dots, that means it is non-terminating, and 478 is repeating itself, so it is non-terminating and recurring. Non-terminating and recurring are a decimal expansion of a rational number. So this is a rational number. Next we have 1.10100100. Can you see? Because there are dots, that means it is non-terminating. We have 10, then we have 100, 1000. There is no pattern, there is no repetition. So what kind of a number is this? It is non-terminating and non-recurring. Non-terminating, non-recurring, किसकी decimal expansion होती है? Of irrational numbers. So this is an irrational number.